Well, good morning, everyone. And once again, welcome to another live this morning on Canada Day, July 1st. And we're always happy to have you on with us. And okay, let's see if you get your notifications and how many are on hall. Hey, Brahim, how are you from Portland, Oregon? Nice to have you on with us. And Andrea, Niagara Falls. And are they going to have any special things going on in Niagara Falls? Lori Lee, Ventura, California. How are you? Sandy, Fergus Falls, Minnesota. Marlene. And Jude from Troy, New York. Good morning. Madeleine, Kippawa, Quebec. And Sandy, how are you? And hey, we got a half-decent crowd. Mike from Norland. Mike, you're way behind this morning. Wendy, Markham. Chantal, bonjour de Sudbury. Fran, Orangeville, good morning. And Jeanette, how are you? Betty Lynn from Brantford. Donna from Park Hill. Yolande, bonjour. Happy Canada's Day. Cheryl, West Virginia. I want to sing. Marilyn, Kelowna. Len and Judy, Edmonton. Vince, how are you? And Jean, good morning to you. Nice to have you on. Barbara, Nova Scotia. Sue, happy Canada Day to you. Nick from our staff. Do you know that Nick had her birthday the other day? Yvonne, Maria, Ottawa, Deb, and Diane from LaSalle. Kathy, Simcoe, Ontario, good morning. Wanda, Ridgeway. Jeanette, did I already say hello? Joni, 3 Mile Lake. And Linda, those two Lindas in a row. And Milika from Stouffville, good morning. Carol, good morning from Mount Pearl, Newfoundland. And Cecilia, a couple of more guys and we'll get going. Madge, Arlene, Rosalinda, Niagara Falls. Darlene, South Carolina. Carol, Moncton, New Brunswick. Wendy from Wasaga, must be beautiful. Debbie, Comox, British Columbia. And who was that in Aurora? I couldn't see. Rose, Peterborough. Lori, how are you from Cambridge? And Carol, good morning to you. And two Carols in a row, Carol and Craig. Nice to have you guys on. Rose from Lighthouse Cove. Gary, Bolton, and Beverly, New Brunswick. Okay, I just want to talk about a couple of headlines this morning. I thought we would have a little discussion. One of them is sort of a pet theory I have about it's Canada's Day, but I'm going to talk about the USA because I think probably most people, I don't know about you, but I'm always interested in some politics. And I watched the debate the other night, and I don't even want to get political. I just want to give you a little observation for me. And because this is public knowledge, by the way, you can actually look it up if you want. I think we saw the President of the United States really struggling, right? And, unless you're on another planet, you could see it. And guys, I'm just going to give you my theory on it, okay? My theory, not political, has nothing to do with it. It's everything to do with brain function. And do you know that the President of the United States, he's got very low cholesterol. He's on statin medications. And I don't know. I don't know why you want to lower cholesterol. Now, we talk about this every day, just about. But your brain is made up of cholesterol. You got more cholesterol in your brain than just about anywhere else. You need cholesterol. And when you insist on hammering cholesterol down, I think it's a factor. I really do. I've talked about this many years now on statins and the unintended consequences of being fixated on cholesterol. Just an observation. Whether you agree with that or not, it's just something when I see that, and I go, man, why do you want to get your cholesterol down? Your brain ain't going to function properly without cholesterol. And cholesterol has become a boogeyman. I get that. But anyway, just thought I would bring it out. It's fresh in the news. And I'm giving you my little pet theory on it. Okay? I don't know. I don't like it, guys. I don't like it when there's nobody talking about that. What statin drugs do to people. Okay. I'm reading a headline here over the weekend. Okay. And, again, it's like fake news and it bothers me, but I gotta bring it up. Okay. I gotta bring it up. It says, here's the headline: the unexpected dangers of turmeric and black pepper treatment. Okay? The unexpected dangers of turmeric and black pepper treatment. Now, I read the study, so I looked at it. It's 10 cases, okay, of 10 cases that they found between 2004 and 2022. Okay? So, almost 20 years, not quite, 18 years. And, what? 10 cases, okay, of turmeric induced, they said, with black pepper. Because, and by the way, it's curcumin, not turmeric. Turmeric is a spice, okay? And it's actually good for you, but you don't absorb that spice almost at all, okay? And what they're blaming is the extract of curcumin. So I read the study, and by the way, 10 cases. You know what? If you can Google this if you want. More people died from drinking too much, not enough water, although a lot of people died from that. But more people died from drinking too much water in between 2004 and 2022. Like they're, you know how rare that is? Oh, you know what happened to this guy? He drank too much water. It actually happens the odd time. Marathon runners or whatever, they're drinking too much water. And they can die. Is that the headlines every day? Of course it isn't. It's so rare. You wouldn't even, you don't say, well, you better stop drinking water because maybe you're going to drink too much of it. Are you kidding me? And 80% walk around in the population and they're dehydrated. They don't even know it. But here's the point I'm trying to make. Okay? Here's the point. 10 cases of, and here's the headline, of the unexpected danger of turmeric and black pepper treatment. It gives me a migraine, guys. Because when I read the study, okay, I read the study, I looked at it, and at the end of the study, by the way, okay, they're talking about liver toxicity and liver damage. And they said one person actually died. But listen, okay, at the end, you got to keep reading. Because at the end, here's the authors of the study. Here's what they say at the end. They should have said it at the start, but they say it at the end, and then the media grabs it and makes a big headline out of it. But here's what they said at the end. You got to keep reading. Here's what they said. Asterisk. Oh, okay. We're not sure. By the way, it was the turmeric or curcumin and black pepper. We're not sure if it was that, because all of these people, listen to what I'm going to say. All of these people were on drugs. They were on medications. Oh, it couldn't be the medications. It must have been the curcumin. It must have been the turmeric. But they said at the end, and by the way, we're not sure it was the turmeric. It might have been the medications that they were on that damaged their liver. Hello? Like, and I'm reading a headline like it was the gospel truth. Are you kidding me? It's why you see, the pushback on vitamin D. Every day there's going to be pushback on vitamin D. Vitamin D is going to kill you if you take, they're so toxic. I'll tell you something. I think I mentioned this the other day. No one, not one person, since the year 2000 or even before, but let's go back in the last 4 or 5 years, because this is facts, guys. Not one person in Canada or the United States has died from an overdose of vitamin D. It just never happened, not even once. But they talk about it like they see it every day. And at the end of the day, what happens if you take too much vitamin D? And especially if you take it without vitamin K2. By the way, if you sit in the sun, okay, your body tops out of vitamin D. It tops it up, and it won't take 1 ounce more of it. If you sit in the sun 20 minutes, and if you got dark skin, please sit in the sun longer than that to get your 10,000 IUs. But your body tops out at 10,000 IUs from the sun. And I'll tell you, the research done on vitamin D, not only is it overwhelmingly good for you, the negative part of it is when you look at the research and you're honest about it, it's incredible. The toxicity. They showed you'd have to be taking the equivalent of 50,000 IUs a day, every day, 7 days a week, for 6 months. And then, without vitamin K2, by the way, just straight vitamin D as a supplement. 50,000 IUs every day, 7 days a week, and maybe you might get a kidney stone from the calcium that's built with vitamin D. You might. Like, guys, it's such fake news. It's so exaggerated. And guys, I want you to read. I want you to study. I want you to question me. I do. And you guys, you know that. I invite questions every week, usually 2 days of the week. We invite, you can ask questions every day. Get on the Martin Clinic Facebook group and people ask questions all the time. I like that. We're here to give information. We want you to think. We want you to do your own research. I like that verse in the Bible where the Apostle Paul says the people in Berea were much more noble than those in Thessalonica. You know why? They questioned him. They questioned to make sure that Paul was telling them the truth, and they were reading their Old Testaments. They didn't just take his word for it. You guys are smart. The smartest audience on health podcasts are you guys. You know how I know? Because I test you all the time. I give you these little tests. Close your books, and I'm going to test you, right? And you guys ace those things all the time. And I tell anybody that will listen to me, my audience is the smartest of the smartest. That's you guys. Intelligent. Okay? Smarty. You guys. Okay, so, and, back to the vitamin D. Okay, just for a minute. There's a war on. They're not going to stop. And I was discussing this with another researcher the other day, and the overwhelming evidence of the importance of your serum vitamin D levels, the amount of vitamin D that you have in your serum, the evidence is unreal, guys. If you can get it into an optimized level of vitamin D, it is good for everything, from your brain to your heart to your immune system to anti-cancer, anti-everything. It's incredible what vitamin D does, and yet the war is on, guys. The war is on against supplements. We really see it in Canada, but the United States isn't far behind us. There's a real war there. And if the elites get their way, they're going to make it where you need a prescription for it so that it'll be controlled by the pharmaceutical industry and the doctors they support. I'm telling you. Anywho. Now, I told you about this. I'm going to read to you another couple of headlines just because they're interesting. Okay, listen to this here. This is, I saw this on the weekend, and I thought I would just, somebody wrote in an article, okay? Here is the headline of it. Red meat is the victim of information terrorism. I like that. Red meat is the victim of information terrorism. It sure is, isn't it? Right? And, like vitamin D and like cholesterol, red meat's no good for you, and you gotta limit it, and it's bad. Why is that? Is that the truth? You know how much I push back on that. Sun, steak, and steel. I push back all the time because I agree with this author. Red meat is the victim of information terrorism. It sure is. It sure is, guys. Okay? And brought to you by the food industry. Brought to you by the pharmaceutical industry. Brought to you by the medical industry. Red meat is bad. Okay? And they always bring in several reasons for it. Red meat is bad because its pH is acidic. okay? So you have if you're eating steak, your pH is going to become acidic. That is a bunch of bunk. That is a bunch of bunk, guys. Okay? Your pH of your blood is so tightly controlled. It's incredible that anybody would even say it, that red meat can make you acidic. It don't make you acidic. The other one, red meat is protein. True. Well, protein damages your kidneys. Once again, we push back. What do we say on this program all the time? Don't worry about protein damaging your kidneys. It's the opposite. It's people that don't eat enough protein that have their kidneys damaged, and it's usually damaged by, especially, sugar. Case in point, ask a diabetic. I always tell diabetics, if you don't get this under control, you got a food problem. If you don't get this under control, this will not end well. If you're on medication, even then, it will not end well. You need to get your food under control because you're going to damage your kidneys. You're going to damage your eyes. You're going to damage blood vessels, which will advance micro circulation, damage it, and you're going to start a plaque formation in your, what sugar does, it damages the endothelial level, the Teflon layer of your, we went through this last week when we went into a deep dive on atherosclerosis. And one of the factors is sugar. Sugar is damaging. Guys, every dentist in the world knows this. Sugar will destroy your teeth. True or false, right? You got cavities, and then they give you a big lollipop on the way out. I don't understand it. 2 kids. Oh, you were good. Here's a sucker. Sucker. Every dentist in the world knows that sugar destroys your teeth, right? You learned that as a kid. That's why you can have sugar, they say, but you better brush your teeth. Because otherwise you're going to get cavities. Okay, hello. And you know what? I put a headline. Let me see if I can find it this morning. Oh, here's the headline, okay? About, I put this up on our private Facebook group. I just showed you a study on colorectal cancer. It's up 535%? Young people, colorectal cancer, let me tell you, when I was in school in the 70s, was, it's not that there was no colorectal cancer. First of all, it was rare, and it was in old people, and mostly men, colorectal cancer. Today, colorectal cancer is an epidemic. If you want to worry about something, worry about colorectal cancer. And here's something I want you to think about. Red meat has gone down. The consumption of red meat had gone down 30% or more since the 1980s. Okay, so what's gone down? The consumption of red meat has gone down. People, they listen to, I got to cut back on saturated fat. I got to cut back on red meat. My doctor said so. It's acidic. It's hard on my kidneys. It's going to give me colon cancer because you know what? Meat just stays there and it doesn't absorb very well. The cereal company said that. You don't want to eat meat. You want to eat our fibrous cereal. You need fiber for your gut. So it's 1980. Fiber is up 300%. Meat is down. Colorectal cancer is through the roof. Sugar, my friends. Sugar, my friends, that's gone up. And the type of sugar since the 1980s, that's gone up big time. Do you know what destroys your gut? Sugar. And you don't want to get me started on fiber. Like fiber, man. If you don't eat anything else, at least get your fiber, because it's going to clean you out. I heard that a million times in my office. Dr. Martin, you want me to do the reset? What about fiber? And I used to get the face like that. What about fiber, Dr. Martin? I need fiber. Don't I? I said, well, no, you really don't. You like water? No, but I'll drink it. Okay. Drink water. That's better than fiber. You like coffee? Oh, I love coffee, but I thought I thought it was acidic. I heard that coffee's acidic and it's no good for me. And so I limit my coffee. Trying to please whom? The coffee police? Who told you that coffee's acidic? Coffee gonna dehydrate me. No. Coffee will clean your gut. Coffee will clean your gut better than fiber will. Coffee will feed your bacteria better than fiber does. I know. It's so rare to hear it, isn't it? Anyway, how did I even get on this? Oh, yeah. We're talking about headlines. Red meat is the victim of information terrorism. I really like that. Because I mean it, guys. I double down. Sun, steak, and steel. Okay. Guys, we love you. Thanks for coming on this morning. We appreciate it. You guys are wonderful. What an audience we have. I thank you so much, guys. You guys are wonderful. The feedback we get, ask questions. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. We appreciate it. We'll have question and answer Friday, of course. But you can ask questions anytime. Okay? We love you guys. We'll talk to you soon.